well, the town we're in is small. The community is really trying to do a lot to keep people busy during the winter. So, well, we'll see.
And maybe you'll get to shovel snow. Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
My son tells me there's a lot of snow out there to shovel.
This year, actually, at least in the town we're going to be living in, they have a little bit less snow than we got, but it's comparable. So, but we have somebody that can plow our driveway.
That's good.
Okay, well, you're lucky.
Yeah. So let's see. The hour being 7:30. Let's call to order the Board of Health meeting for the town of Walpole on March the 16th, 2021. First item on the agenda is a COVID update from the town. I see Melissa here, but I don't see either Jim or Patrick. So
I know.
I guess it's up to you.
Oh, lots of pressure. Jim is in a meeting right now, but he is going to be joining us at some point. So when he does jump on, we'll give him the floor. So just an update to give you guys today. We were at the Council on Aging. Carol was there as well to assist with volunteering. We have one additional clinic on Thursday, and then that will be our wrap up of our second dose vaccination for those 360 seniors that we were able to vaccinate. So definitely a sad kind of end to it. It was just amazing being there, seeing the seniors get vaccinated, seeing the ease of them coming in. Once they were vaccinated, a lot of the seniors said, I can't wait to hug my grandchildren. Like, this is so amazing. So it's just definitely bittersweet because we were able to help a good portion of individuals, but it's just unfortunate that we can't further it along. But we do have the setup, we have the manpower on hold. So should something change and vaccines become available to us, we definitely pick up right where we left off, which is good. Also, I don't know if everyone's aware, but the governor, they did change the registration as of Friday of last week. So as some of you may have experienced, you used to have to go on the site, and unfortunately it would just be keep 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now you have 24-hour wait time. So with this, you're allowed to pre-register. So you put your information in the system and then you're put on a list. You're given weekly updates. And then when your name is called, you would be receiving outreach, and then you would obviously be scheduling an appointment. So hopefully it takes off that anxiety of needing to be by your computer 24/7 to try to obtain a spot. And then we also heard today that tomorrow, the governor is actually going to announce the schedule of all remaining groups in the vaccination plan. So that will be announced tomorrow. So we'll see where everyone else falls, and obviously their anticipation. I definitely would be flexible because, as you know, things could change with allotments of vaccines. So we'll definitely see, and I'm curious to see what the rollout will be.
Okay. Well, I can attest personally, I did sign up with the pre-registration because I was completely frustrated with the old site, and I also signed up with the folks that are doing the COVID vaccination help. I forget the exact website, but it's a bunch of volunteers that try and do that. They secured me a slot. I got a text from them on Sunday. They secured me a slot for Thursday. And then quite coincidentally, today I got a text from the pre-registration thing saying that tomorrow they would text me with a slot that I could sign up for. So, but I will be getting my first shot on Thursday down at Gillette. So
that's great. And also, like, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? Just getting that answer, getting that correspondence, it kind of gives you that reassurance that you're.
Oh yeah, it was just absolutely frustrating to be on the state website and, you know, be 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 600 minutes, 25. I mean, it just all over the place, up and down. Just, you know, this is ridiculous. But it does seem like the new system is a lot more user friendly, and that's good.
Is that the is that the MA immunization website?
Well, yeah, the new mass site where you just pre-register and then they let you know when slots are available. But as I say, I'd signed up because I was so frustrated with this volunteer group, and I don't know what they do, and I don't know if they're going to be able to continue to do it now that it's all on a pre-registration basis. But they were able to, you know, as I say, on Sunday, they said, we've got a slot for you Thursday at 4:18. Do you want it? And I said, I'll take it.
Okay.
But I do see that Jim has joined us. How are you, sir, this evening, Mr.
Hey,
Johnson?
nice to see everyone.
What's going on from your perspective?
I just wanted to chime in and thank you. I know this is your last meeting, Bill, so and just thank you for all your years of service. It's really been nice to have you around for so long, and we're sorry to see you go. And from my perspective,
I appreciate that, but I know that I'm leaving the board in good hands. So
you are. From my perspective, I don't know if Melissa gave you an update. We only have 44 active cases, which it seems to be the last couple of weeks. The team's been around 40 or so cases ish. So that's good. It seems pretty stable. And we're just plugging along. We're making plans for town meeting. We're going to have another outdoor town meeting again on May 1st, and make sure everybody's socially distant. And it seems like we're slowly getting back into the swing of things. People are starting to ask us about Downtown Live in the fall and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to have that. And that's really about it. I just wanted to chime in and see if you guys needed anything from me. I know the select board is set to meet with a couple of you folks next Tuesday, a week from today, to make an appointment. And that's really it.
Oh, no. I mean, clearly it definitely appears that the light at the end of the tunnel is getting closer to us. And hopefully come July and August and September, we'll be back to normal wherever we might be living.
Yes.
And in the middle of winter, if I'm freezing my butt off, I may decide to come back to Walpole and reapply to the board. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
I think you might have an intern job or something.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But no, I much appreciated. Jim, thank you so much. And we'll let you head off and do whatever other things you've got on your schedule for the evening. Thanks very much.
Nice seeing all of you. Bye.
Take care.
Right.
All right. Anything else on the update, or can we move on to
very
approval of
quickly?
minutes?
We do have a guest on the line tonight that you're a very well liked man, Bill. So John Glossa reached out. He knew it was your last meeting, and he didn't have a presentation tonight, so he needed to get on the
Good
call
thing.
somehow.
I was going to vote no.
Hi, John.
So don't vote no. But anyway, Bill, I just want to express my gratitude to you on behalf of myself, my family, bunch of them who live here in Walpole, my colleagues, and my clients for your 20 years of service with the Board of Health. So I've seen you in your role be, very compassionate and fair with all who attend, present, or are asked to appear in front of the board. And but I've also seen you be very tough when you needed to be. And I know that that is a very difficult role to play, because nobody wants to be disliked. But I would say that when I saw you, not all the time, a few times do that, I admire you for being able to do that. I doubt if it's something that I could be able to do. So I think the town owes you a ton of gratitude for your 20 plus years of service. And I just would want to make a motion in the sense that the board give you a big hip hip hooray as you head out the door. So thanks, Bill. It's been a pleasure, and good luck.
Oh, thank you, John. Well, over the 20 plus years, obviously we've had any number of folks come before us with, whether it's septic variances, new installs, any number of plans. And I've always been impressed with not only your personal professionalism, but the fact that you would take time to explain to us civilians the rationale behind why it was you were proposing what you were doing. it never was a situation where, you know, I want a variance and that's it. It was like, here's why, this is it. I've looked at, you know, the mound would be too big. I can't put it here. I can't do this. This was a, you know, a traditionally bad area, whatever it might be. So I have to say that over the 20 years or so, I've learned an awful lot about septic systems, probably more than I ever wanted to know.
Yeah.
But I knew that if you were before the board with something and you were asking for a variance, that it wasn't just a case of, well, I'm going to ask for variance just to make it easy for me. You would have already explored every possible alternative to avoid a variance, and would only come before us with necessary and well thought out and well documented requests. So thank you for your professionalism over the years. Much appreciated.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, but it's your night, not my night. So.
Well, so again, no, it's I'm very glad to have known you, and I know we will run into each other on our evening walks from time to time as we pass by on Pleasant Street or Old Post or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
thank you very much, John. I
Okay.
very much appreciate
Good luck in the future.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thanks, John. Take care.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right. Now can we do the minutes?
One more person. No, I'm just kidding.
What? Who?
No, carry on.
We have approval of the minutes from the March 2nd meeting. Are there any changes, corrections, additions, or deletions? I did not note anything, but maybe some eyes that are better than mine caught something.
I tried, didn't see anything.
No. Richard, Mona?
No,
No, all looks good.
Okay, then we'll entertain a motion on those minutes.
I'll make a motion regarding the minutes, or can I? Yes, I can. The minutes for March 2nd, that the minutes are approved as read.
second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All right, then we'll poll the members. Mona?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And I'll vote aye. It's going to be 4-0-0 on the minutes. Just note, just from a housekeeping perspective, that the minutes from tonight's meeting, since I will no longer be on the board, can only be approved if Richard, Mona, and Carol are at a meeting. If one of you, for whatever reason, needs to miss a meeting, whether it's the next one in April or whatever, they will have to be deferred because there won't be a quorum of members present. Next on the agenda is a 7:40 appointment for an animal permit on Main Street for 6 chickens. So
Hi there.
I looked through the information, everything looks good, but let's I see that we've got Grayson here and someone else.
My name's Nolan.
Hey, Nolan. Pleasure to meet you both.
Thank
What are you going to be doing with chickens?
Be raising 6 chickens for eggs.
Cool. Are there any?
To try and raise them and understand basically just housekeeping things, you know, like chores, getting that kind of stuff done, and then as a benefit, getting the eggs.
And
I was personally very impressed with your whole presentation, the whole packet.
Yes.
I have never seen such a great packet before for an
Yes,
animal
it is one of the best, no question. Obviously, you notified all of the butters, and I don't see anyone here to speak against it.
And Henry Henry
Yep.
is filling in as the animal inspector for Walpole for the time being. So he did go out and he thought it was an awesome spot that they are putting the chickens, and he was definitely in favor of the location and thought it was a good setup.
Okay. Do we have any inclination as to when we'll have a animal inspector for Walpole, or we'll just rely on Norwood for the time being, or
For
what?
the time being, working with Norwood for the time being.
Okay. All right. then I'll make a motion regarding the animal permit at 1184 Main Street for 6 chickens, that the Board of Health approves that application.
I'll second it.
Motion is made and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All right, we'll poll the members. Mona,
Aye.
Carol,
Aye.
Richard, I assume you'll have to
I have to
recuse.
abstain,
You have to
unfortunately.
abstain, and I'll vote aye, so it'll be 3-0-1. Good luck with the chickens.
Great. Thank you guys so
All right.
much.
Thank you.
Have a good
Good to
night.
see you.
Take care. All right, we have a ZBA request for comment on 24 Jory Lane.
Yes, so 24
Question
Jory
about
Lane.
bedrooms.
Yes, so they're looking to increase the space. So pretty much with working from home and kids in hybrid, they just feel like they need more space. And there's 3 children. They share 1 bathroom with 1 sink. So they're really just looking to expand the bathroom sizes, have an area for a home office. And so pretty much just increase the size, but they're not increasing the number of bedrooms. So the only thing that I would really say is potentially do a deed recording, because they are adding another room in the basement that's a home office, to say that it's only a 4-bedroom and it's not to exceed 4 bedrooms because the septic system isn't designed for greater.
Right. Okay. Anyone want to make a motion on that one?
I'm gonna make a motion regarding the 24 Jory Lane. The Board of Health has no objections to the variance. Note, but also want to note in their title that there's limitation to 4 bedrooms due to the septic size.
All right. Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
All right. Mona?
I'll second. Aye.
All right. Carol?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
And I'll vote aye. That'd be 4-0-0 with that. And then we have a special permit for Brown Street. They're adding a 2-car garage.
Yes, so they are on town water and sewer. The garage will just be for cars and storage, no additional living space. So no concerns
No concerns?
from our end.
All right. Do I hear a motion on that?
I'll make a motion regarding the request for a special permit at 4 Brown Street in order to add 2-car garage. The Board of Health has no objections or concerns.
Okay.
I will second.
Motion is made and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All right, we'll poll the members. Mona,
Aye.
Carol,
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
and I'll vote aye. That'd be 4-0-0 on that one. And we have a 7:50 appointment. Concom is looking for requests, a land disturbance permit, New World Estates on Peach Street. We're looking at this one again, it appears. I didn't see any specific changes, but
So
I'll
no
rely on-
specific changes, and this came from conservation. So
Mhm.
I went up to speak to the conservation agent because I hadn't come across the land disturbance permit application yet. And she said that part is just to comply so that the applicants are complying with stormwater and erosion control. And then the request for determination of applicability. Because as you can see, one of the lots is within the 100-foot buffer zone. The agent doesn't believe that they will make a determination that a notice of intent is required, but when that specific single-family dwelling is built on lot 4, a notice of intent will be required. So we will see that most likely come in front of us again when the
Okay.
house will be constructed. And other than that, there's been no changes to it from when you saw it from planning.
Right.
So,
And
so
then
we,
so, oh, well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
so we don't know if the development is going to be on a private or a public way yet?
Correct. And that would come from planning versus conservation.
And I would assume when it does come back for that lot number 4, that would be the appropriate time to address the best practices for wetlands, mosquito control,
Correct.
et cetera. Okay. All right, we'll entertain a motion then on that. Oops, where'd you all go? Did I lose you? What
Oh,
happened?
you're still there for us.
Oh. You all disappeared. I must have hit a key. So we'll entertain a motion then for that land disturbance and request for determination.
I'll make a motion in regards to the land disturbance permit and RDA, Beach New World Estates, Beach Street. The Board of Health would like to reiterate the comments from September 22nd, 2020 meeting. And also the board recommends, should we recommend adequate lighting be provided? Because that was not listed. I didn't notice that in the plan.
Is this just a one house development? No, it's if it's lot 4, it's more than one. Yeah, we probably should
Recommend adequate
include what, lighting, sidewalks, that sort of thing.
for residents. Yeah,
Yeah.
and by
Okay. Do I hear a second?
Second,
Motion is made and seconded. Is there further discussion? All right, all in favor, I'll vote aye. Mona,
aye.
Carol,
aye.
Richard,
Aye.
400. Oop, there it goes again. I keep losing you guys.
Good work, Mona, on picking that up.
And then we have a notice of intent, 5 Spring Valley Drive.
Yes,
Building
they will
within
be
the
adding.
100-foot buffer.
Yep, they're going to be adding an addition. They are on town sewer and town water, but the addition is within the 100-foot buffer zone.
So I would assume our standard, we're not in favor of,
Yes.
with the caveats for mosquito control and so forth. Okay, who would like to make that motion?
So I'll make a motion in regards to the notice of intent 5 Spring Valley Drive. So the Board of Health is usually not in favor of new construction within the 100-foot buffer zone. The Board of Health has a long-standing stance on protecting the wetlands and water sources, as well as protecting residents from human vector-borne illnesses. In case the proposed project gets approved, we urge the applicant to adopt standard best practices for mosquito mitigation and work with the Norfolk County Mosquito Control for spraying and standing water treatment, as well as regular cleaning of gutters and providing proper grading of buffer zone areas in order to prevent low points that draw and hold water.
Okay, excellent. Do I hear a second?
Second,
Motion is made and seconded. Mona,
Aye.
Carol,
aye.
Richard,
Aye.
and I'll vote aye. It would be 400 on that. Any other business that we need to deal with tonight before we get to the board reorganization?
So I was just going to mention that our Household Hazardous Waste Day will be May 1st this year. I know Jim also mentioned town meeting will also be that day, but as you know, we host the Hazardous Waste Day the first Saturday in May every year, aside from last year with COVID where we had to push it out. So it is from 9 to noon at the Fisher Street School. If anyone, or sorry, yeah, Fisher School. If anyone has anyone that's interested in volunteering, or you yourself would like to volunteer, we're definitely open to accepting anyone that would like to volunteer. It's a great event. Last year was definitely one of the most attended events. I think from everyone being home, a lot of people cleaned out their homes and were able to accumulate a lot of items that needed to be disposed of. And it's good that they were doing it in a proper way. So again, just to mark it on your calendars, May 1st, 9 to noon, and that's at the Fisher School, which is 65 Old Street.
Well, I will definitely be there. I've already started to put together stuff out of my basement that I need to get rid of. You don't accept like bodies and corpses and stuff, right? It's just hazardous waste.
We might make an exception because you are leaving, so we know you don't have another resort.
But no, no, actually, most of what I have isn't hazardous, but we do have some oil paints and so forth. So we'll certainly make our contribution to the effort. But I will be there to collect the oil for the last time. Any other new business that we need to deal with? Then we do have a reorg of the board on the agenda.
So I put this on the agenda, but I know we really can't vote until next week to actually make a motion as to the reorganization, but just something to potentially think about.
Mhm.
I don't know if anyone wants to discuss anything or throw their hat in the ring, or we can just
Well,
again wait until next.
I'm
meeting.
assuming that next week at the Board of Selectmen or select board, I guess we can't call them selectmen anymore. They'll be filling my vacancy, I would assume.
Correct.
Okay.
So one will be appointed next Tuesday, the 23rd.
And we still have no update on Dr. Bringhurst as to whether or not he'll be returning to the board.
We do not at this moment. I mean, he does still have two years left of his term, so he would be continuing in his position unless we're told otherwise.
Hmm. I mean, obviously, I would absolutely hope that he returns to the board and is able to continue contributions. But well, that'll be for others to deal with. I mean, we at some point, I guess you can only function with 4 members for so long. But I don't know. I don't know that there's any provisions within the town for what you do in a situation like this.
Mhm.
But we certainly would wish that he has a full and speedy recovery. So yeah, I mean, clearly for the last maybe 17, 18 years, every year we've reorganized, and every year I've offered to step down, and every year no one has taken me up on that offer. But now you have no choice.
That is true. And if I can say one thing just for Bill, I'm not going to be as eloquent as Mr. Gloss, obviously, but I want to thank you for what you've done for the board. You'll certainly be missed. You know,
Yeah.
you've taking the town, taking care of the town for the last 20 years. So it's quite a lot of role to fill, big shoes to fill.
Well, thank you, Richard. I do appreciate that. And I have no doubt that the board will continue on doing what it does. I mean, it's one of the best things, I guess, about being on the board this long is that under Robin for many years and now under Melissa for the last 2 or 3, it really is easy. I mean, we've got an exceptionally professional staff in the health department, so the board really doesn't have to do an awful lot of heavy lifting most of the time. Everything is presented to us in a nice, succinct package with good recommendations, good thought behind it. We don't, in fact, I can't ever recall a situation where the board has had a serious disagreement with the professional staff. We've had some disagreements with other things, but I don't think we've ever had a disagreement with what the health director, whoever that person might have been. And, you know, we've always supported the philosophies and the suggestions and recommendations of the professional staff. So whoever winds up chairing the board going forward, I have no doubt that with Melissa and her team, it will remain a relatively easy thing to manage going forward. You guys, I shouldn't say guys, because I'm the only, other than Richard, I'm the only other guy here. I should say that you ladies have been an absolute joy to work with. I've always been impressed, as I say, with the professionalism, the time you take to educate us, the way that things are presented, and you give us all of the options and the pros and cons of whatever course of action we're going to take. And so it makes it very, very easy, I think, for the board to pretty much, I think, I've never kept track of it, but it probably would not need the fingers on one hand to count the number of times we haven't had a unanimous vote, where there's been a dissenting vote. There's been a handful, and that's as it should be. There are situations where people have feelings where they just can't vote for something or vote against something or whatever. But by and large, I think all of our votes have been unanimous or unanimous with an abstention for whatever reason. Very rarely is there a 4-1 vote. And I think that's a tribute to the work that the health department does in putting the stuff together, so that it's very clear what action we should take. So it's going to be tough. I don't know what I'm going to do on Tuesday nights.
You could come, you could join us.
I could.
Yes.
Oh, well, at least the next few weeks, I'll have to watch the guest host on Jeopardy.
Well, if you're talking about the reorganization, trying to make things easy as we can, I would be honored to present my name as to try to fill the role. Knowing what we've learned over the last, since I've been half dozen years using it as a guide, I'd feel honored to do it if the board would support it.
No, I certainly would support that. My only suggestion to whoever wants to do it is get yourself a copy of Robert's Rules of Order and read through it. It was exceptionally helpful to me to know all of well, I shouldn't say know all, but to at least have an appreciation for the things that have to be done to run an effective meeting and keep everybody on the right side of the regulations. It is an exceptionally dry thing to read, but it is very helpful in terms of how you run public meetings and the various things that have to be done. So is there anything else that we need to do tonight? Then if you will permit me, I will make my very last motion to adjourn. Although I guess technically I still am chair until March 31st, right? So if something crops up, I am available, but I will make a motion that we adjourn, and a motion that I will be eternally grateful for knowing all of you, working with you, and counting you as friends.
Likewise.
Thank you. You are a friend.
Do I hear a second?
I'll
Second.
All right. I'll vote aye. Mona?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
Richard?
Aye.
400. Good luck to all of you. I know that you will do a fantastic job. I have no doubt in my mind that will be the case.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you for everything you've done.
All right. And
thank you, Bill.
we're at what, 7 o'clock next week with the selectmen?
Yes.
Are we an agenda item, or is it going to be like we sit around until we?
No, you should be an agenda item. So I'll send you the link and the agenda, so then you know when you're up.
Sounds good.